introduce you first to my lovely model, Emily. Definitely, it's well worth it. Okay, so my plan today is to show you all about one of the least used products that I know about, and it is the perfect product for this season. Who here uses the BB cream? No! That's what I like to hear. If you don't use the BB cream, you need to buy it, because this is customizable foundation for everybody, and I'm going to show you how you can customize it to pretty much every woman's needs. So during winter, our skin naturally dries a lot. So what you want to be doing is making sure that you are giving your customers a massive boost of moisture, as much as you can give them, and this is going to do that. It's still going to give you full coverage. If you've got a mum that literally needs to run out of the door on a school run, but she needs a bit of coverage, this is all she needs. It gives you that. But when you mix it with a little tube of magic, it just changes it completely. So that is what I'm going to show you today. Right, so all I have to do, so Emily already has, she's done her eyes for me. So if I'm doing a bridal makeup, I always do their eyes first, so if you get any fallout whatsoever onto the face, you can take that away and then apply your foundation. So you're not putting it on top of foundation. See, look how much I'm shaking, it's dribbling off my hand.
What color of BB cream are you using, Miss Heather?
So I am using Bisque. So I really like cream, but I always find that cream is just that shade too light for a lot of skins. Now, if I looked at Emily in a photo, straight away I'd be like, yeah, you need cream. But what I tend to do is I will mix it with a shade lighter concealer. So I'm mixing it with Scarlet, just so it brings it down that shade. But this is how you're going to get the customizable foundation. So all you need, if you want like just a little bit of coverage, you just use the BB cream on its own. If you want sort of a medium-ish coverage, mix a tiny bit of concealer. But if you want full coverage, you mix as much BB cream with as much concealer. But these two together will last you through winter. Just the two together, you can use them as and when you need. I'm going to mix them together. And it just makes the BB cream that little bit thicker. Grab that. Grab that. So if you could hold that for me, and that for me, we'll get you very involved now. And I'm literally just going to paint it on like you would foundation normally. So it's much thicker than you probably use naturally, but that is where your beauty blenders are going to come in for blending that colour right down. There you go. So who here is excited for giveaways? I thought that might be the real one.
Wait, was that all I got for giveaways?
So all I've done is I have used the concealer brush to apply it to the face, just using the foundation brush just to make sure that that is nice and even. So as you can see, because Emily does have a few freckles from the summer, you can still see them through. So it's still giving her full coverage, but it is also allowing her natural sort of like beauty elements to shine through. If Emily had come to me and said, do you know what, I hate freckles, I don't want them, all I would then do is use this on top, and then I would apply the concealer straight away afterwards. I won't fall off, don't worry.
So who can tell me the two colors, or not the two colors, the two products by the raise of a hand that she mixed together? Oh, I saw right back here. I'm running. What were they, darling?
Concealer.
Boom shakalaka, there you go. Woo! And I just love that you guys cheered right now. So I'm all about that.
So if Emily was a bride and she'd come to me, I'd always start with this because it gives you a lustrous finish. So powder foundations sit quite flat on the skin, and what you've got to remember is anybody that's going to have photos taken, or so whether it's a photo shoot, whether it is a bride, she's going to be having her makeup done, she doesn't want her face to look flat in her photos. She wants a glow, she wants to look healthy, and that is exactly what the BB cream and the concealer do together. And when I was telling Emily about the next bit that I'm going to show you in a minute in the car, she screamed at me a little bit and was like, what? But I'll get on to that in a minute. So just applying, making sure we've got good coverage literally everywhere. And then I always go over, if I feel like I'm getting any brush marks or anything, I always go over the beauty blender just to make sure that it's like nicely blended. Come on this side. So, do you like your freckles, or do you prefer them gone? You don't mind them? Fab. You've got to remember as well, it's always about what your customers want to see. It's like what they want with their coverage, with their foundations. Some people like the liquid to powder, it's ideal, but in the winter your skin gets a lot drier. So you need something that's going to push that moisture into the skin. So, this is the part that scared her the most. So we now have suede concealer. And again, I've still got product on my hand. All I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of suede concealer in there, if I can get it out.
Okay, so who can tell me what color of concealer she's put on? Oh my feeding on! All I have to say is you guys are amazing for raising your hands, because that is everything. Stop it. The one she applied right now, the dark one. Suede.
So we've just mixed that suede in with what's left on the hand. I've added a little bit of BB cream so it was a little bit thick. So as you can see, we've just created exactly the same blend. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to contour with it. So somebody with a long face is not going to want this part of her face contouring. It's going to make it look longer. The same as somebody with a really round face isn't going to want this bit doing. It's going to make it look really wide. So what you want to do is you want to look at your clients, get them to send you a photo, and just tell them where is ideal places for them to be contouring. So a lot of the time you want to bring out those cheekbones, make them pop. If they've got something they don't like on their face, if they feel like their nose is bigger. Never is. I never ever see a photo and think, oh dear, yeah. Never ever. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you, so Emily can turn that way for me. So we're going to go from this little part of the ear here, and we are just going to draw a line under, and that is going to give her real emphasis on her cheekbones.
Oh my snackle dackle, I love it!
It is a good job she can't see those up right now. Nah, not today. Again, same on this side. I always find it more awkward.
Are you guys seeing this? Stop it. I think I see Jesse Allen in the back, and I think he has product. So I think if we give everybody, he's going to be going around. But you guys, are you watching her technique? This is crazy.
So the other thing we've done here as well is I've just gone down the sides of her nose, and this is how you would slim somebody's nose down, is just contour down the sides. Not only that, the dimensions it adds to somebody's face. Again, it all fits in with that lustrous finish, making their skin look really healthy. I promise I'll blend it in now. I'm getting like death stares. And then because you've already used cream, it blends right in.
How much pressure are you using on the
barely any?
So
barely.
Really soft.
So you literally just want to just be patting it.
Okay.
You don't want to see her skin vigorously moving. You just want it to blend it really gently. But blending takes a long time. If you have a Fitbit, it counts steps. That is a fact. I do like 1,000 steps in the morning, sat in a chair doing my makeup.
And you're using that dry, right?
I am using that dry. So it depends on what I'm using it for. So with a With a foundation look, sometimes I'd use the rose water for it. I find that's really nice because again you're getting that hit of hydration straight into the skin. But when I'm contouring, sometimes it can move the product too much. So if you use it dry, it means that you can give it more emphasis in the areas you need it to be. So we've just blended down the side of her nose and you'll see that this area is still lighter. We've just gone down the side. And I had forgotten about that bit under your nose, that would have been hilarious. I would have told you, but probably after lunch. She's also my best friend, so I'm not just abusing like a random stranger. So again, we're just patting it really gently, just turn so for me. So we're just patting it, you've got so many angles on the brush. I am using the pointed end as well, just to make sure we can blend that in together. And you can see how much that has brought her cheekbone out. Let's go into the nose.
So, who has a question for Heather? By the raise of a hand, who has a, oh, I see, oh, she's waving. Oh, I see a flag. Okay, here we come. We have a question for you, girl.
I haven't right.
Would you actually do this contour for a bride as well?
I always contour for a bride. Again, it's all about making sure that her face looks as healthy as it possibly can, bringing out those dimensions in her face so that her face doesn't look flat in any photos. But I would do it to anybody that was having photos done. So we've done the suede, but what Emily needs now is a little bit more warmth into her skin. So we are going to grab the new Serene blusher that is in the Kudos this month. It's amazing. If you haven't used it, you need it. I always, and my biggest tip to everybody is don't blow your brushes, tap them. It knocks all your powder off in an even swoop. If you blow, you get like a blast mark, but it's also bacteria spreading and everything like that. So you want to just tap your brush in it, tap it off. Like even my husband will tell you that that's like my pet hate when I see something like, ugh.
So why did she say not to blow on your brush? Is that a bunch of hands. So why?
Because it puts bacteria into the brush.
Wait, I am so impressed that you said that because it's actually one of my pet peeves too.
So all we've done now is we've brought the blusher onto her cheekbone and we're bringing it higher up here as well. So the nice thing with this is, if Emily just spins her face a little bit, you can see the shimmer in there. So it is a highlighter and a blusher all in one. I do also have, and I can't remember what shade this is, do also have seductive blusher. Now, again, with brides, with this time of year, you want to make sure your skin looks warm. You don't want to look washed out and pale. Again, tap in, and all we're doing this time is just doing it along this bit here. Tapping again, and then just bringing it along. So you've still got the shimmer from the Serene, but then you've got seductive blusher there that is just bringing that warmth into her cheek.
We've got about 5 minutes, darling.
Fabulous. So, 2 products left to go over. We have our fan brush and we have benevolent powder. So again, we're creating those dimensions into her face. We are going to do that exactly above where we have already put the blusher. So we are just tapping and we are just sweeping.
So are you using a really light hand again to apply that?
Really light. You don't need a lot of pressure with the products at all. You want the products to do the work. You don't want to be doing it. The only time you really want to be working is when you're blending, and again, that is still really light pressure. You just want to be making sure you're using that. So you can see that's added. It's almost like Neapolitan ice cream. So you've got she likes ice cream, so it's fine. So you've got the darker shade here, which is going to create that cheekbone. You've got the blusher to bring in the warmth, and then you've got the highlight to add that glow. And then last, but very, very not least, is if you want makeup to last all day, then you need Behold. This is also for those people who don't like too much of a lustrous look, if they don't want to look shiny all day. This is where this comes in, just using the powder puff brush, tap it again, and you can see how much product is on that brush, like there's loads. All I do is tap on areas that she wouldn't want too much shine. Forehead, down her nose, and then along her chin, and then I just buff everywhere, just to make sure that is all set and in place. It also helps to make sure everywhere is blended properly as well. There we go. Ta-da!
Okay, but for reals, I just learned like a ton.
Oh my god.
No,
I think
but
I might
did you
just go
guys
off stage
see,
and faint.
like how dark, like and how she blended that out with the beauty bud? No, people, I need to like hear your excitement because these goodies are not going to come out. Okay, guys, what do we say for Heather?